And we're back with even more. I meant to do that. We're back with more Idaho and Cybermancy. We've just come back from the New Eden mission, and we're going to go talk to Commander Romana. But first, we're going to empty our inventory just so we can move around a little bit faster in the HQ. There's no real point of carrying around, heavy armaments when you're just going to be messing around inside the HQ where there's no enemies, so... Unfortunately, it's actually asking us to carry at least one gun, so I'm just going to take the pistol. And you never know, we might want to accidentally shoot somebody. I mean, of course we would never shoot anyone. Oh, okay, so that door there, after you complete a mission in one of the main mission areas, a door opens in the HQ. You can go back to that mission later to do side missions, which can get you money, XP, you can find more research on them. Every time we come back, we're going to see a little thing that says, more doors have opened, and that means that you can go to more missions. So Romana says, what happened on our mission? And I say, well, the mentor took the cyberbrain, and he took a look at it. And I just scanned the information, sent it directly to him. I don't know what was in it. And he said, don't worry, we'll figure out what he found. We'll keep him busy. You don't concern yourself with that. And he says, we're going to be off to an ancient colony, and we're going to steal some data. And he says that the people at this colony stole some documents from a Jean's spaceship, and we're supposed to get them back. And then when we're fit for duty, come back to him, he'll send us on the mission. Didn't just take the wrong hallway there. That door actually opens up later in the game. So this part is going to be mostly just messing around the Temple HQ. If you don't really want to see that, and you're just concerned with the missions, just skip to the next part. So what we're looking at right now is our cybertech implants. Each one of these can be upgraded for money, and they do all have different effects, such as giving you more accuracy, giving you more endurance, maybe shielding a part of your body, giving you more psi skill, also enhancing cybernetic implant things, cybernetic abilities, which can be bought from this guy, which is what we're going to do right now. We have enough money to actually buy several of these abilities, but right now, what we're looking for is eye vision for the most part. Cloaking system's useful, but since we already are fairly decent at sneaking, we might as well just not buy it. And we also need 12 more endurance points to even be able to use it. So we'll buy some eye vision. And why don't we just allocate those skill points while we're at it? Or maybe not. It's actually better to wait to see what you want to buy before allocating the skill points. Because sometimes you'll say, want to buy a gun, and the gun will say, well, you need 45 accuracy to be able to buy this gun. And you just allocated 3 skill points into strength, and you have 42 accuracy. And you just go, wow, shit, if I had just waited. So that's why I usually don't allocate skill points on missions, is because you can often optimize your character a little bit better. Oh look, Juan. So we're back from New Eden? Yes, he says we created a mess out there like an epidemic, and I just tell him to fuck off. So, guns. We still have a lot of money, so why don't we pick up the Motra submachine gun? This is a very good gun, but we don't have enough agility to buy it yet. Luckily, we saved our skill points, so we can just put 3 points into agility, and now we can buy the Motra. Perfect. The Motra is actually silenced. It's got 2 levels of zoom. It's got like an iron sight and a level of zoom. Like a 30-round clip that does decent damage. It's sort of like a middle-of-the-road submachine gun. But the best part is, of course, is that it's silenced, so enemies don't really hear it all that well. Other guns, you fire them in a room, and then suddenly guys from like halfway across the map, they'll be alerted or they'll come over. The Motra, much less so in that regard. Also looks cool. We also bought the BCTG, the smaller revolver, the 222. And we're going to buy one more cyber implant. I was thinking of the sound triangulator, but since we already have eye vision, it's a little bit redundant at this point, and you don't really need it till later. Dermal Sheath requires way too much endurance. However, we do have, if I remember correctly, enough skill points to get the requirements to buy the targeting system. And now the targeting system is one of those things that is very, very useful. So we still have 11 skill points left. We might as well just put them into some spots now. We're going to gain some more after the next mission anyway. So, yeah. And with more strength, we get less speed malice, so we can actually carry more stuff, which... that's always good, I guess. So yes, the targeting system is one of those things that's just very good for a lot of situations. We're just going to assign it and eye vision onto our action shortcut menu right now. Our quick bar, whatever you want to call it. Because we're going to be using them. Well. So eye vision puts this little filter over everything and shows all enemies in gray. Or, well, anything in gray. Makes it a lot easier to spot things. You can also spot through fog. So, here's an interesting little character. He talks about how the human race is superior to other animal races because of how horrible and perverse we are. And then tells a story about how this guy talks about his daughter Sylvia getting drugged and raped for several days. And he says that the evolution of our perversions is beautiful. We are truly an admirable race. What a very nice man to speak to. I'm sure he's a great hit at parties. So we're gonna equip the HS010 right now just to demonstrate the targeting system. So, I'm gonna aim with the alternate faster firing mode up at this wall. And I'm gonna shoot 100 bullets. There's the spread on that. And now we're gonna enable the targeting system. And shoot 100 bullets. Pretty big difference. Targeting system tightens up your crosshairs and makes it so you get no spread and very little recoil. So you can basically pull off, Quake 3 style things where you just are running and sniping at the same time, stuff like that. And of course we're gonna throw in our new guns, the Motra and the 222. GCTG 222. The GCTG 222 has 6 shots. It's got also 2 levels of zoom. It's fairly powerful. Decent sidearm. The Motra, also 2 levels of zoom. Nice little scope on it. It's got a fair bit of recoil, but it's quite accurate. So, it's a very good anti-human target gun. Not so much for the Metastromonic Force, though. Well, not so much for certain creatures in the Metastromonic Force. There are those... well, we'll see them a little bit later. Yeah, against Federals, Looters, it's actually quite good. And it's light, is the other thing. It's light, and it's small. If you want to play stealth, this is the gun to have. It's also very cheap. You can get it, if you're really good, you can actually get it on the first mission. Like, after the first mission. So, on the next part, we're going to the Forgotten Center.